Hey, what is going on, guys? It's the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my NFL Week 2 predictions. So we're doing the Week 2 predictions. I'm gonna go through this list and hopefully don't screw one up and miss one this time. I'm just kind of running down the list, so I'm going straight up just to make sure I have everything here. So we got the full games listed here, you know what I mean? So here we go. So the first game is the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. Bills have won 3 straight against the Dolphins. Dolphins are not that good of a team. The Patriots look very good against them, and obviously the Patriots normally do look great, but they have a new quarterback, so who the hell knows how different they are. Obviously they look pretty good with Cam Newton, but again, it's the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are not a good football team, so who the hell knows. Bills definitely win this game easily. Josh Allen, I said, was the best quarterback in the draft a couple of years ago, and though Lamar Jackson may have won league MVP, I think overall, once their careers are all said and done, I think Josh Allen will have the better career than all of them. I thought he was the better quarterback. I thought the Browns should have taken him. I thought when the Browns didn't take him, the Jets should have taken him, and of course they didn't. Neither of that happened. And Buffalo ended up getting him. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Bills. I'm not saying that because it's whatever. I'm not a Bills fan, so I don't really care. But I call it like I see it. So yeah, that's my take on this. Next, and again, these are the 1 o'clock games. We're doing Sunday and Monday. I'm not doing any Thursday games because that's just too pain. It's too much. So yeah. Next we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Tennessee Titans. I'm really surprised the Jacksonville Jaguars somehow beat the Colts last week. I thought that was an upset. Titans, they got Chris Henry. I think Chris Henry's going to ride that wave, and they will beat Jacksonville here. I don't see Jacksonville winning this game. So, yeah, that's my prediction. Titans win. Carolina Panthers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both these teams are 0-1. Tom Brady didn't look that very well, but I did see some good stuff there. I expected the Saints to win that game because the Saints had more experience. The team was more in sync with Drew Brees, where Tom Brady, was his first game with the Buccaneers. Him losing that game was no shame. I think people are taking this way too seriously. I mean, it was kind of obvious that the Saints probably would realistically win that game. So, no shame at all of him losing that game. So, that's my take on it. There's no shame of them losing. If the Bucs had played the Dolphins and the Saints had played the Patriots, we had to reverse the opponents. I'm willing to bet that the Saints and the Bucs would have been 1-0 in the game in Week 1. So, I just think the Bucs just played up against a better opponent that was much better than them at this point. So, nothing there. The Panthers looked pretty good against the Las Vegas Raiders, but ultimately lost in the end there. So, this one probably will be a pretty interesting battle. Carolina has lost 9 consecutive games, which is second longest acting streak apparently. But the Panthers are a much better team. They got a new quarterback. They don't got Cam Newton anymore, but Teddy Bridgewater is a solid starting quarterback. But I'm gonna go with the Bucs here. I think the Bucs are gonna redeem themselves from the loss. I think everyone's writing Brady up, and I'm not buying Brady down. There were some good things he did in the game that they lost to the Saints. It's just that the Saints were a more experienced team, Brady wasn't in sync with his team yet, so I think this was more of a learning. They didn't have any preseason games, so I think the Bucs are going to go here in their first home opener, and they're going to win it. Next, we have the Denver Broncos against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Denver, a rebuilding team. Steelers are more well-rounded right now. I think the Steelers are really going to go up against the Ravens this year. I don't think the Ravens winning the division is a foregone conclusion. I think the Steelers are out for blood. Roethlisberger is back. Lamar Jackson didn't play that well against the Steelers in the one game where they had a backup quarterback in the overtime. So, and they ended up winning still, but because the backup quarterback's mistake, I don't think that would have happened if Roethlisberger had played that game last year. So I think the Steelers are going to surprise people. I think the Steelers are going to be back in contention for that division with the Ravens. I say the Steelers win here. Steelers are a much better football team. They beat Denver here. We got the LA Rams going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm actually surprised that the team the Rams are 1-0 and the freaking Eagles are 0-1. Rams didn't look good overall against the Cowboys last week. The Cowboys should have won that game. They made a lot of mistakes. Going for a fourth down when they could have tied it. Obviously, the offensive pass interference, I don't think that was offensive pass interference. I don't care what anyone says. I was looking at that. I'm like, no. So, I don't know. The Eagles looked really bad. 17 points and then just gave it away. I'm going to say the Eagles are going to win here, redemption, because the Rams didn't really look that good in the win that they had. But who knows? Eagles have won. Oh, and also the Eagles have won 6 consecutive against the Rams, apparently. Not that that matters, but I'm just going. But I'm saying the Eagles win. Next, we have the 49ers against the New York Jets at New Jersey, or home, whatever. Anyways, I'm really surprised that the 49ers lost last week. So the Jets, again, rebuilding team. Niners, defending NFC champions, sadly. They lost to the Cardinals somehow, so I think they're going to rebound this week and win. So 49ers win. Got the Minnesota Vikings against the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts have won 5 consecutive against Minnesota. And the Colts, they lost, and I really felt they were the better team against Jacksonville. They blew it. They blew it at the end there. So the Vikings are not a good football team. They're very inconsistent. My football team ran all over them last week. So I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts to go over here. They're going to rebound from last week. Next is my football team. We got the Detroit Lions traveling to my Green Bay Packers. Hashtag Go Pack Go. My Packers are going up against them, and I think, last year we had a couple hiccups against the Detroit Lions, but we managed to still win in the end. I don't think we're going to have hiccups this year against the Lions. We're going to beat them pretty easily this time. We know we could have easily lost to them the last 2 times, but I think we beat them here. And pretty easily fashion. They blew the game to Trubisky of all people. They made Trubisky look like a good quarterback. So, no, the Detroit Lions are going to lose here. They're going to choke it again, because we all know that's what they do. That's what they're good at. So, go Pack, go. My Green Bay Packers go over here in our home opener. Unfortunately, we'll have no fans because we're not allowed to. So, yeah. Next, we have the Atlanta Falcons against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys, I don't know. They look really weak. I'm thinking the Falcons are probably going to win here. The Cowboys just don't look really good. They could have easily won the game, and they just didn't look well. Falcons, I don't even know what they're doing, but I think the Falcons are going to go over here. So that's what I'm going with. Now we have the New York Giants at the Chicago Bears. Trubisky, I still can't believe won last week, but I don't think they're going to win this week. I say the New York Giants go over pretty easily here. It's not going to happen again. Trubisky is not a good quarterback, and they're going to show it this week. Next, we have the Washington Red Wolves going up against the Arizona Cardinals. This is the first 4 o'clock game. I don't think the Red Wolves are going to win here. I think the Cardinals will beat them. The Cardinals really surprised a lot of people last week with beating the 49ers. So that's what I think is going to happen here. The Washington are just, they're a rebuilding team. I don't think anything of it. They beat the Eagles because they choked. But I don't think anything of it. So I think the Red Wolves. The Red Wolves, Washington Red Wolves, are going to be, what it is. Cardinals will win easily here. And that's my take on it. The Washington team, just, rebuilding team, just not ready yet, and they don't have an official football team name yet, which is why they're called the Red Wolves here. So yes. Next we have the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champs, going up against the Los Angeles Chargers. Easy win here. Kansas City will easily win. The Chargers are terrible. No one cares about them at home. But there'll probably be more Chiefs fans there, if they even allowed fans. Chiefs win here. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens going up against the Houston Texans. Easy here. Baltimore Ravens go over. Much more rounded team than the Houston Texans. So, easy win there. So now we got the Sunday Night Football game. We got the New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. Didn't run the ball when he should have. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks to beat the Patriots here because I still don't know enough about Cam Newton yet if he's fully back. He beat the Dolphins, but the Dolphins aren't a good football team. He was making some good runs, though, so we'll see. But I can't, because Seattle are a playoff team, so I can't just say, oh, yeah, he's going to go up against the elite teams and win. So we'll see. But right now, I have to say Seattle based on the facts of those. If Cam Newton proves me wrong and beats Seattle in the 12th man field, I'll definitely be probably convinced after that. But right now, I got to see more from Cam Newton. I got to see more from Cam to kind of say he's really back, So that's my take on that. Seattle wins. Monday Night Football, we have New Orleans Saints going to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is their first official home game. I don't know if they'll have fans there or not, if they're allowed to. But, so I don't think this is going to be a warm welcome for the Las Vegas Raiders because I think the Saints and the Who Dat Nation are going to go in there and just destroy them. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The Saints are a more rounded team. They're a playoff team. The Raiders are just kind of, we don't know where they're at yet as a football team. They managed to play pretty good last week, but I need to see more from them to be convinced. And I just think the Saints, I don't even think they played their best football against the Bucs, and they still won. So once they start even getting more in sync, I think they're going to be even much more of a better football team as the season go on. And that's especially what a lot of the playoff teams, from last year that are still going to probably be playoff teams this year, are doing. They're getting the kinks out in week 1, week 2 because there's no preseason games. Even though they're official football games, they're not playing their best football because they're not all really in sync. This is their first actual game action. All they've had was training camp. They can't even do scrimmages, team scrimmages, during training camp. They couldn't do preseason, team scrimmaging. All they could do was just training camp, and that was it. They never had any game action this off season. No preseason games. Just the regular season games, and that's it. So it's a very different adjusting curve for a lot of these football teams to go into right into week 1 like that. So that's why I'm saying that a lot of these teams are not like fully ready yet. To play football. I mean, they have to be, but they're not fully in sync yet. So I'm going with the Saints here because again, they're more battle tested. They're more like they're more close with chemistry and stuff like that. Even if they're not playing their best football, they're still winning. So yeah. Those are my predictions. I'll probably put the list up there after this live stream's over. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, if you like to my videos, please subscribe. Also, I go down the the Patreon, the Patreon link with the description, as well as my Discord for all my live discussions. And that's about it, guys. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace!